My name is Desiree, or avocado_circles, and welcome. Today I am drawing on the first page of my sketchbook, and I decided that we're just jumping straight on in. So what I'm starting with is three of my, before I actually say who I'm starting with, I should say what I started with, which is my character Kage escaping out of her bedroom window when she first runs away from home. Ooh, how exciting, how exciting. Yeah, so I portrayed a lot of things in this little sketch that I did on the 21st of November, and I did not record it because I don't know, I was antsy to start it, and I was sitting on the couch after finishing my old sketchbook, and I just was like, oh, my old sketchbook is over, but I still have the demon of drawing within my bones. And so I drew Kage doing a plotline thing, and I really like how it turned out. I feel like I did the line weight very well, and like everything reads really, really nicely. And the details of it being January on a specific day, and like her artwork on the ground, I love it. Without going into too much detail about why Kage is running away from home, I will say that this life event happens right before she moves to a completely new, area, new time in her life, where for about a year, she feels like she finally lives in peace. So this running away thing she does not end up in disaster. It actually is like, she sits back and thinks about it, and she thinks that this is the best decision she has ever made in her whole life. So yeah. Anyway, now I'm actually going to move on to what I'm doing, which is drawing some of my Club Envy characters. We've got Miran, Seraph, and Aika, because obviously. And since I'm starting to have Club Envy's thing be stars, like in general for the whole club, I thought I found a reference on Pinterest that I will have to put on screen. But it was like three boys like putting peace signs up in a way that made their fingers look like a star. I don't know. It's so cute. I thought it was so funny. And I ultimately decided not to line it because at the time I didn't like the sketch, but looking back at it right now, I don't see why I didn't do that, because it's adorable. But I'm not gonna change the past just to line a sketch that I think is cute now. So that is what it is. But I will say I do enjoy a lot of aspects of it. How Miran and Aika's outfits are matching, and how Seraph just clearly does not want to be part of it, but is kind of like allowing it? I don't know. And then after that, I move on to drawing my fiance's OC, Auburne. I love Auburne. I wish I could talk about him so much more than I feel like the plot would allow for like spoilers and stuff, but he is so him. But I can talk about like how I went about it a little bit. So obviously started with the sketch or whatever. I always whenever I'm drawing traditionally, I refine all my lines with the pencil and like make sure I like really, really like what I'm doing before moving on. Because I know that traditional is a lot more permanent than digital art, which is my usual medium. So knowing that I wanted for sure to line and like add line art and potentially like black out his shirt and hair, I enjoyed the process of drawing Auburn a lot, because I've kind of been experimenting with like more bold line art than I usually do. Like I said, I'm a digital artist, which you'd think I'd be pretty like explorative with my art anyway, but I tend to stay very safe when it comes to my art. So, like, I don't know, letting myself just be like, fuck it, his shirt's black, you know? and trying my best to make his hair still look like hair despite it being, like, blacked out. I thought it was cool. I enjoyed the drawing process a lot for him, and I feel like I've said that like 6 times now, and it's fine, and it's okay. So, after I finished drawing auburne and erasing the pencil, I believe I add in or keep some pencil for shading, and then I decide to go for like a scrapbooking theme for my first page, which I think obviously it ends up being like photos and film. So I add some like I add some like really awesome washi tape I bought forever ago at Michael's of like film reels and cameras. And my favoriteest part of the whole drawing is I added like a camera that like it's in the bottom left of like the actual page, and you can like poke it and it bounces back up, and it's like a little camera but it's a button, and I love it so much. It's so cute. Every time I open the page I have to like I have to press it a few times. It's just the rules. I have to. Oh, but from that same Michael's trip, me and him also bought these like, I don't know, like old paintings, but like in a modern-ish type of like way, and like scrapbooking stuff. So I used like literally every single like transparent like film photo looking one and put it on these pages, and like tried very hard to make my art the focus of the page, but like while incorporating color everywhere. I hope that made sense. I had a lot of fun just like doing the page or whatever. Alright, that about does it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know that this was a little bit of a shorter video, but I have a little bit of like a goal of wanting to record like literally every single page of my sketchbook as I'm drawing it, which your girl has 4 pages ready, locked and loaded to be recorded into videos. So if you like this style of video, please like, comment, and subscribe, because that will let me know that you like my stuff and that I should definitely keep doing this. And let me know what you think of the length of the video, because I haven't put out my 50-minute long video yet, but if, I don't know, like, I'm trying to gauge what you guys like, so let me know. I also would love to make art my living, so in the description below I do have a link to my Ko-fi page, where I do have 2 membership options, but you can also just do a single-time donation, and that would be so swag if you wanted to, but like, obviously no pressure. Clearly I do not have the funds to be doing that myself. And I also have Twitch in the description as well. Sometimes I will go live drawing in my sketchbook, so yeah. Bye.